Good afternoon. I have no idea what my audio balance is looking like right now, as usual, because this is not what I do. But, yeah, we're going to go for a little drive. Today, I'm driving... I wish I could show you. But I'm driving a 1983 Corolla. Like that. Like the one that just went by. Like that. The one that just went by. We're driving around in Japan on a little mountain pass, and we're going to see if we can go down the mountain very quickly. Now, I've never driven this particular build of this car, and I'm told that it has been configured for drifting, which is, you know, sliding the rear around the corners. That's not going to be good for me because that's not really how I drive, but we're going to give it a go. I've also got a pedal cam, which is new. I moved the webcam because there might actually be something interesting to watch there, because I'm actually using the clutch and all that fun stuff. Goal is to get down the mountain in less than 5 minutes. It's going to be tough. I've never driven this one. Let's just see how it goes. All right. So, let me get a little warmed up here. I want to turn my brain on a little bit, and, wow, yeah, it does drift. Sorry, let me collect my thoughts for a moment here. I'll turn my headlights on. Oh, the brakes are awful in this thing. Just terrible. Jeez Louise. Front brakes are very bad. Very lively tail end of this car, which is not surprising considering. Holy moly. All right. All right. So, the type of... This is a mountain pass in Japan. It's modeled after a real one that became famous in the mid-'80s and in the 90s for street racing. People would street race on these mountains, and it is where, jeez Louise, that guy decided he wanted to stick a nose in, I guess. Cool driving there, friend. Okay, let's just find a nice... Well, the pits aren't very quiet, are they? Perhaps I can back up. If I back up a little bit here. Sorry, just using my rear view. Don't mind all the lollipop, man. I really hate that they do that because you just drive right through them anyway. Wow, the force feedback does not like it when you reverse. Just thought I'd look at the nice pretty cars for a minute and just take a moment to breathe. Wow, okay. It's a long pit lane. Okay. So let's just talk about this for a minute. So yeah, street racing in Japan got popular going down these mountains. Drifting got popular where drivers would... These corners are so tight, and some of these cars, especially in stock form, are so slow. Like I said, I'm driving a 1983 Corolla here. Granted, it's tuned, but still, it's a Corolla. They're so slow that the fastest way to get around some of these hairpins was to slide the rear end, get the rear wheels spinning so that you could rotate the car better and carry more speed through the corner. They were so bad at accelerating that it was faster to slide the car through the corner to maintain the current speed of the car so that they didn't have to accelerate as much. And that got really popular. Some of the drivers were so good that they were getting picked up by lower tier racing teams. And one of them in particular was so good at it, and he was such a good racing driver, that he started to popularize the idea that if he was out in first and he was winning by quite a margin, he'd start drifting on racetracks to show off. And it was flashy. It was good for the fans, and it was fun. And he popularized this idea globally of drifting. And then movies like Too Fast, Too Furious and Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift came out. The anime Initial D came out, which was all about drifting on these kinds of mountains. But this is a mountain pass in Japanese, as I understand, that is a Touge or a Touge. I don't really know how they pronounce it. So this kind of racing is called Touge racing. And the gist of the racing is that two cars go out, one behind the other, and they race. And the idea of the car that starts behind is to just keep up, to keep right on the guy that's in front. And if you can overtake him, go for it, but that's not the goal. If you cross the line and you're right on his bumper, you win. Then you go and do it again, but then the lead car and the trailing car switch. This is a lot like actually how professional drifting is done nowadays as well, where you have two cars that go with each other. I'm not really racing right now because I'm still learning this mountain. I'm trying to get... it takes about 5 minutes to get down the mountain, 5.5 minutes if you're slow. I did it in a 1990 Miata, a stock one, in about 5.5 minutes. But with some of the faster cars like the RX-7 and the Supra, I was able to do it in less than 5 minutes. Now, I've never driven this car, so my first goal, of course, is to figure it out, but also to get down the mountain in less than 5 minutes. There's a lot of traffic today. The only reason I'm in this car is because it was the only one available. I wouldn't have picked this one. This would have been probably my least chosen car. But here we are. This is a 83 Corolla. It's been tuned to slide sideways, and I don't like doing that. I'm a grip driver. I don't do the sliding sideways. It's fun to do. It's just not fast, so at least not when I do it. But let's go down the mountain. Okay, tag the guardrail there a little bit. Not ideal. Holy moly, come on. It's not even that... God, the brakes are so bad. This car is so stiff. This is awful. So, a lot of times when people develop a drift car, which has to be rear-wheel drive, the idea of taking a regular car and turning it into a drifting car, right? Generally, what you do, you stiffen the car, the suspension in the car. Jeez Louise. And you add horsepower. That's the simplest way to do it. Understeer, horrible understeer. This car is very stiff. I'm understeering a lot because I'm not drifting it. I'm not driving it the way it was engineered to be driven. It doesn't like it very much. So the challenge here is figuring out how to drive it. It does like to slide, doesn't it? Okay. Okay, we'll do a drift. Fine. There. The car wins. I'm drifting now. There's just no way this is fast. But then drifting isn't about being fast necessarily. It's about being flashy. Thought I'd let him by. He looked like he wanted to go. That's the car I wanted to drive. There's my RX-7. That's the car I really wanted to get, but they were all taken. Jeez Louise. This car is stupid. It's fun. It's just... Oh, he hit me. Oh, we're going upside down. Yeah. That's nice. Sorry to those prone to motion sickness. That probably wasn't very pleasant. Yeah, the guy behind me. So, okay, the car that just went past, that black car, that's an 83 Corolla. I'm in an 83 Corolla, but they're different cars. That was a stock one. That's like what if you went to Toyota and bought one, that's what you'd get back in 1983. Why 83? Why are we talking about a Corolla from 83? It was the last year that the Toyota Corolla was offered in rear-wheel drive. And Toyota did do a nice job on it as far as the balance and things. Now, there's another one, but that one and that one are the tuned version. They're like, you take a 83 Corolla and you make it into not a race car. They don't do much to the engine. I don't think they did really anything to the engine to make it go a lot faster. But they put better suspension in it, much better brakes. The brakes on that thing are incredible. And now I've got the drifting one, so it's like the suspension's stupid stiff. And I don't know, immediately I'm not a fan, but we're going to see if we can get to the bottom. That would be nice. I want that sub 5 minute because I think it could probably do it. The brakes are just awful though. Gosh, I mean, I locked the fronts. I needed more braking than that. I meant to check something. I'm going to check something really quick in the pit lane. I should be okay right here. I don't think anyone can get to this part of the track, really. I'm going to check something in the pit lane really quick. I want to see what my tires are looking like. Never used this car before, so... What kind of tires do we have? Oh, we're on the street tires from the 90s. They are bad. Okay, I've been maybe maligning this car unfairly because I was on the worst tires. Just very bad tires. If I want to get a sub 5 minute, I got to do it on semi-slicks. All right. I bet you this thing goes better now. Let's give it a go. See, I mean, you look ahead and there's a car already tumbling through the wilderness. These guys can't even make it through one corner. This is a public server. You get kind of a little bit of every... Wow. That's a lot more grip. You get a little bit of everything here, and... I don't know. We all had to start somewhere, I suppose. Okay, I could definitely... Yeah, I can take that a lot faster now. Oh, and it's stopping for the corner. How about that? I have brakes again. That's excellent. The surprising thing about drifting, too, that people I don't think understand, is that it's done with very grippy tires. You want the best tires, not semi-slicks, not like racing tires. Well, semi-slicks, yeah, not slick tires, not like flat, smooth, right? Where you've got no tread at all, but like kind of the best tires you can get. And as I understand, it's because it helps you have a more controllable car, even when you're sliding it. There's an R34 Skyline GTR. That's a $130,000 car nowadays. Let's see if we can beat him. He's got all-wheel drive. He's got twice as much horsepower as I do. But he also weighs a lot more. That's a chunky boy. We're not trying to get ahead of him. We're just trying to keep up. That's the name of the game in Touge. We just stay on him. Now, obviously, if he makes a mistake, we'll go ahead and pass him or whatever. But we're just going to keep up with him. There are a couple straightaways coming up here. Actually, one very shortly, if I'm not mistaken. And he's going to pull away from me pretty handily, I'm sure. He's got a much faster car than I do. But I'm clearly much better in the corners and on the brakes. There's the straightaways after this corner here. So we're going to do this big right-hander. And we'll see how fast this thing is. He pulled a gap, but nothing like insane. Can he get it slowed down? Yeah, he got it slowed down. He knows what he's doing. Half the goofballs on this server have no clue what they're doing. This guy knows what he's doing. He's done this before. All right, we'll go to the end with him. Oh, look at him pull on me. Wow. Oh, this is a slow one. Okay, that's good. Yeah, it stops now. Wow, the brake, that made all the difference. The tires did. Let's just catch up with him here. This is a bunch of hairpins now. I should be able to really catch up to him now. I couldn't get it down into... Didn't dare shift while I was on the brakes that hard. I didn't think if that camera's probably bobbing around like crazy on the flip cam, so... Sorry in advance for that. I am not keeping up with him. Okay. Let me keep it in second gear for these hairpins, maybe. Jeez Louise. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, we can get him. We can get him. Yeah, we're getting him. That's a deceiving corner, and he totally overshot it, and then I followed him. That's good. Man, I needed to get that right, and I didn't. Oh, no. You don't want wheel spin there. This is the last straightaway. Look at him pull on me. Okay, got a Miata in the wall. Jeez Louise, this car. Gosh, you give it the beans and it just steps out. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We can catch this guy. Not close enough yet. That's not a win in my book. That's not close enough. We got one corner left. Oh, he didn't do good. You know what? I am happy with that. I think that, I don't know if that's a win or not, but I'm happy with it. Oh, hello. Jeez. Oh, and we fell through. Wow. Okay. That was a 5:04. 5 minute 4 second. I don't know. I hope you guys can read that. 5 minute 4. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. It's not great. I want that sub 5 minute. I want 4:59. I don't care if it's 4:59.99. I don't care. But I think this car has it in it. It's just not set up right for it. It's just not set up right for it at all. We're going to try something a little stupid here. We're going to lower the tire pressures just a little bit in the rear, just to see if I can get a little more grip in the rear. Just a little bit more. Oh. I didn't know it did that. Okay. We're going to try again. I'm in 7th on the server, which isn't great. Let's go catch these guys, huh? I think this can be done in 4th now. Yeah, it can. Oh, I guess they didn't make it quite through to turn 4. Yeah, it's tough when you're 25 seconds into a 5 minute track and you got to battle it out for a hairpin. Oh, gosh. Oh. Yeah, I knew it. It's not fast. So getting a sub 5 in this car, I'm unequivocally confident that it can be done. in the right hands. Even in my hands eventually. Challenge right now is, well, yeah. Challenge right now is that it will require, for me, at the speeds that I go right now, a pretty much flawless run. And we've already got a mistake, so add a second, you know, to whatever. I could brake later for that. I don't want to, but I could. Whoa. What happened? Oh, the session ended. It's like a 24-hour long session, and I happened to actually hit the end of the session. How weird is that? That's peculiar. But yeah, I've never had that happen before. I guess because here we are waiting for the server to start again. So Assetto Corsa is a racing game, and the way people set these servers up is they say, well, there's basically a practice session that runs, and you have to tell it how long you want it to run for, and the maximum time is apparently 166 hours and 39 minutes. And I happen to be here for the end of that timer, mid-run. Okay. Whatever. Let's go again. Oh, come on. He couldn't make it through T1? Come on, guy. This is an unruly car. I don't like it. I don't like it very much at all, if I'm being honest. This guy's drifting like, oh. Cool. The Miata didn't get it done. Very nice. Okay. So that's another thing is there's traffic, and I've decided not to get upset about it. That guy's lagging. That's fun. There is traffic, and you just have to deal with the fact that not everybody here is... They haven't quite got it figured out yet. And that's okay. Really, though? I mean, honestly. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I've never got that corner wrong. I have got it wrong before. But it gets to be this, like, every run. There's a guy sideways in turn one. And I think the thing to realize is there's getting it wrong, and there's getting it really, really wrong. Like, if you get it a little wrong, you hit the guardrail gently. Typically, you tap it. And that just means you were going a little too fast. These guys that are sideways in the track, they were going, like, way too fast. They lost the rear of the car and stuff. Ugh. Oh, that's not good. Caught it. So, yeah, this run's already scuffed. I mean, it's going to take a flawless run for me to get the sub 5, and I'm still learning the mountain. I've been driving this since Friday. I've done a few hours here now. I know the danger spots, like this corner took me a while to get to the point where I'm at with it. This corner too, because it tightens. You start it, it's kind of a third gear corner, and then right here it just gets really tight, and that guardrail just comes at you. But like memorizing, like, okay, this is the flowy bit, and we can kind of... I was in the wrong gear there. Should have been in second, but... Oh, don't want to really drift it. Okay, well, here we are. See, I like third for that part. And then we have a hairpin here. But like it's like memorizing all that. And there's probably 60 corners on this thing, and or maybe 50, I don't know. And it took some effort to learn all of them. I haven't learned all of them. It took me a while to just remember where all the scary ones are. Now, getting it wrong there, I respect, because that is actually a tricky, tricky corner, and getting it done fast is particularly challenging. So I don't even blame the guy for that one. Although he's still going, so obviously he didn't screw it up too bad. I've screwed this hairpin up a lot too. Took me a while to get the braking spot. He absolutely massacred it. Now we've got like 5 hairpins in a row, something like that. It's kind of a lot. Just gonna hold it in second here, I think. I get better turning with first gear. Car rotates better, but I get better acceleration off the at the exit of the corner from second gear. Less wheel spin. Just gonna push him along here a little bit and see if I can make him. I don't want him to crash him, but I want to see if I can get him to drive too deep into a corner. Maybe get around him. Otherwise, we just stay with him. Oh, he went pretty deep there. Oh, yeah, he went around. Tough. This is a very deceptively tight corner. I've gotten that one wrong about 1,000 times. Then we have this hairpin, and I think this leads on to the back straight. I call it the back straight, the second straight. Yep, there it is. Important to get a good exit on that. We brake right here at the lay-by on the left here. See this right here, and we brake down to third, late apex. Try to get it into this gutter on the right side here. Whoa, it threw me out. It threw me out. Okay. That's a medium speed corner. This is a tight corner. Because there's a wall here, I've hit that wall about 1,000 times. Another medium speed corner. Get into the gutter again. It just spits you right out. We have a hairpin here. Kind of a medium, like a second gear hairpin, I'd say. And then, oh, early on the gas. I keep forgetting that. Got to get out to this wall. Got to be on the gas early there, and this is the last corner. Also deceptively tight, and I've hit that wall. I've ruined a lot of runs hitting that screwing up the last corner. And finish. 506.9. We had traffic. Is that going to be my excuse? We had traffic. That's best for fastest on the server. Well, fastest on the server, it's something. It's always nice to see. That will not last long. 506 is a catastrophe of a time. Cars like the RX-7 can do it a lot better. And I was talking to guys on the server. There's a kind of a chat room on an app called Discord, and it's kind of the new chat app. And there's a Discord server for this whole deal, this specific deal. The guys who run the server and a lot of the guys who participate in it. And I joined their Discord. Wow. That's just very normal. Very normal way to exit the pits. And I was talking to one of them about my progress. I was sharing my progress to nobody in particular, just to have a conversation. I had a couple nice conversations with guys. And I said, oh, I did a 5:03. I was saying, I think a sub 5 minute is right around the corner. That was my fastest time at the time. I did on 5:03. And there was a fellow on there that was saying that the general consensus was that you should do 2,000 kilometers on this mountain before you should expect sub 5 minute. And not to toot my own horn. Yeah, absolutely to toot my own horn. It did not take me 2,000 kilometers to get a sub 5. But I think they were talking about a very specific car. And that car I spent several hours on yesterday, and multiple times I got a 500 point something within a second, and I just couldn't break the barrier. I'm covered in sweat and tired. My leg was starting to cramp from hitting the clutch so much, which is pretty fun. I mean, it's pretty crazy to have that experience in a video game, you know. But I'm going to get it. I will get it. I was going to work on that today, but the server is so busy with it being Labor Day, and I assume that's why. It's also kind of the noon is sort of a confluence time for the entire continental United States, and also, I mean, I believe it's evening time in Japan, you know, in Asia, and it's evening time as well in, well, one of them's got it. Britain's having the it's evening in Europe, and then it's got to be early morning in, like, Japan. Obviously, I mean, Labor Day is not an international holiday, but, you know, I don't know. Anyway, the server's busy. Anyway. Just going to keep working at it here. That wheel spin at the exit, you know, you wouldn't choose it. I wouldn't choose it. I mean, basically, to get a sense for what I'm talking about, if you watch the steering wheel and you watch, you know, if I'm taking a right-hand corner, I've got the steering wheel turned left, it's because the rear of the car has stepped out. Sometimes, like right there, you want that. You don't want it at the exit of a corner. When I'm coming out of a corner and I step on the gas, I don't want to have to turn the wheel the other way. That means I'm spinning my tires. I'm not accelerating efficiently. Ugh. Yeah, she is rambunctious. Oh, come on, turn, will you? Oh, I'm in third gear, for crying out loud. I don't know how I managed that. Oh, that was nice. No wheel spin at all coming onto the main straight here. Main straight. The first big, long, fast section. Oh. We're into the wall. Yeah. I overcooked it there big time. I knew it as soon as I did it. Which is good. It means I'm learning I'm learning the hill. You know, I'm learning. I've almost got this thing not memorized, like close my eyes and follow it down, which is where I hope to get at some point. But like, I can look at a corner and I can say, yeah, that's a mid-speed, and then, okay, whoop, don't go in the dirt. There's a hairpin. This is a hairpin where I got to brake early because you kind of get a lot of speed. See, that guy messed it up. He almost hit, I think he did hit the wall. Then there's another hairpin. And I can, like, kind of remember. There's another hairpin, followed by another hairpin, followed by a slight straightaway, where I go up to third, then another hairpin, and then we're on to the back straight. I think. So there's the other hairpin. Then we have a little straightaway. Not a straightaway, but an acceleration zone. Then this hairpin is very important. So, okay, he's trying to drift, which is cool. I mean, I respect that. It's a different style of driving. Oh, nope. More hairpins. So, yeah, I'm not quite there as the memorization goes, but I'm getting there. Oh, this one, the deceptive hairpin. That I hit that wall lots and lots and lots before I finally realized that corner you really need to slow for it. Oh, there's another hairpin that I've hit that wall a few times too. And that's the back. See, that's a corner you really don't want to screw up. That's a big mistake, honestly. It's okay. I think he kept that out of the wall. Oh, I didn't. Ha! So, that's why I don't like this car. And it's not to say that it's the car's fault that I crashed. I crashed because I screwed up. But that corner is supposed to be very stable. And in most cars, that corner is very, very, very chill. You just, you know, you take it and why wouldn't it stick, you know? But in this thing, the rear wants to step out, and all of a sudden I'm like not Okay, drifting effectively. Step 1, do it with intent. You have to like know, like, okay, this corner, 518, this corner I'm going to slide the rear of the car. You don't go into a corner, like if you want to do it well, you don't go into a corner thinking I'm going to grip this, and then the rear goes out and you think, okay, well now I'm drifting. Like you can do that. Like that's how you recover from a slide, but that's not fast, and it's also substantially more risky. I mean, I'm in a drift car, and in the interest of content, for anybody who might be watching, I have no idea if anyone's watching. If you are, hello. If you're just joining me, we're in an 83 Corolla. We're going down a mountain in Japan. I'll try drifting it. I don't do drifting. I don't have a good wheel for it. You notice that on my screen, we have a lovely round racing wheel. Looks like maybe a Momo. I have a Formula rim on my sim rig, so I don't have a round wheel, and there's buttons on the face, and some of which, if I press them, it causes some challenges. But whatever. I'm going to try to drift. I'm going to try to do it kind of it's not going to be fast, I suppose, but like I'm not going to go crazy with it. I don't want to be 90 degrees sideways because I don't think I can actually do that. But let's just see how it goes. Why not? What do we got to lose? A couple minutes of our lives. Maybe we'll have a laugh along the way. Okay, starting with this corner, I'm sure you can drift this. In fact, I kind of already do. Oh, well, I chickened out. So, I was thinking more like the hairpins, not so much the high-speed stuff. Like this corner here. See, I don't know how to get the rear to come around, like mid-corner. Okay, Mr. Skyline, are you going to go? All right, whatever. Okay, go around me. There you go. Ah, a Miata. So it's sort of like that, but I have to get back on the gas and stop panicking. There we go. A little drift there. Little drift there. This would be a very risky corner to drift because there's a hill waiting for you. I mean, I can sort of do it. Ugh, but I'm so used to like counter steering. If I slide the rear and I counter steer it, it aborts the drift because typically sliding like that's not good. It's a very weird way to drive a car. I know I can drift this corner because I have done accidentally plenty of times, but I kind of screwed it up. Oh, hit the guardrail because I know I can drift that corner too. Okay, I guess I gotta go into third here. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, he hit the curb. I've done that on the inside. Hitting that curb, it screws you up really bad. I've done that 1,000 times. I still do that quite often. Yeah, that's pretty fun to try to, like, forget about going, like, fast. Just, like, sliding it around. I'm inclined to wait for him. If I get ahead of him, that's just going to be annoying for him and for me while I'm doing this. Like that. Oh my god. I may have carried a little too much speed there. Alright, well, when the car's ready to stop, I guess the brakes might help. Okay, I'm facing the wrong way now. I really hate it when people pull back out onto the circuit. The mountain. It's so clumsy. I'm just so bad at this, but I suppose I'm having fun. Turn. I should have been in first gear for that. That was alright. Holy moly. There we go. That's a drift. It's a slow one, but it's a drift. Oh. Alright, that's not. Okay, turn right, then turn left. Stomp the gas. Mow the lawn. Yeah. Perfect drift. Oh, here we go. Yeah, okay. I knew that corner was... Wow. So the program that controls my steering wheel, it's called force feedback. It does not like it when I drive in reverse. So yeah, that corner I crashed on, that should have been in first gear. I was going way too fast. And you saw it just carried me right out to the outside. Oh, now I'm going to have to drift this. That's going to be challenging. We're going to come to the middle here. Then go down to third. And we're going to tip it in and then get on the gas. And then slow down a little bit because, yeah. And then take this. Now this is slower. Just get the nose in. The nose isn't coming in. There it goes. And don't hit the wall. This is a mid-speed corner. We need to be in third. Yeah, it's not pretty. I mean, it's something. It's a start, I guess, to my drifting career. Oh, God. Yeah, that ain't it. And 6 minutes and 5 seconds. Can't even do a proper donut. That's what I'm driving, I think. Is that the one I'm driving, or is that one of the good ones? I don't know. Bonk. Okay. Nothing says immersion like him driving through my car. Okay, well, I think I'm going to do one more run, and then I'll probably end the stream. I mean, this is what it is. At the end of the day, it's fun. It's a lot of fun for me. I don't know if it's fun watching, because it's literally just the same thing over and over. I should be racing, folks. Let's go chase somebody and see if he can get out of the first corner. Next guy that goes past me, I'm going to chase him, whatever car it is. I should be able to keep up generally with most cars. All right, this is the guy that made it to the bottom of the hill, so now I know that he can. Let's give him the headlights, let him know it's on. Go on then. Oh, friend. Did he want to follow? He wants to follow. Fair enough. Let's see if he can keep up. He did that on purpose. That was kind of interesting. There is a little area back there behind the guardrail. And I think he did that intentionally to get behind me. Well, he's already gone. He's kind of back there. Well, I guess we'll drop him, and then... I mean, I kind of wanted to chase somebody. It's kind of more interesting to watch. There's something to see. I'm going to go back to the top of the mountain. I'm going to find somebody to chase. I don't know why he didn't want to be chased. Oh, and he crashed. So it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Okay. Let's see what kind of car goes by now. There is an RX-7 in my rearview mirror. That's a Supra. Followed by an RX-7. All right. That's about $250,000 a machine sitting in front of me. Okay, not quite, but a lot of money sitting in front of me. And I'm in a Corolla. Let's go chase him down. Nothing against a Corolla. They're just not fast, you know? Oh, I got bonked. All right. Go ahead then, if you're so fast. There's another RX-7. Fair enough. He got past me. It's all good. He bumped me gentle. He had it under control. This style of racing definitely has a certain sort of, at least on the video games, I imagine not so much in real life, bit of the rubbins racing attitude. You give somebody a little poke, you know, you don't want to send them around, but I don't know what happened there. Please don't come back onto the track. He did. And I'm upside down. Cool. All right. And I'm going backwards and the wheel is swinging. Okay. I'm going to go one more time. I don't care. I have nowhere to be. I'm getting sweaty, though. And this is starting to go a little... I don't know if it's that long. Maybe it's been a half hour or something. I'll wait for something to go by that looks interesting to chase. I'll chase that blue RX-7 again. I don't care. He didn't seem like he was awful. He did crash. All right, a Supra. And we've given it a head start. That's a Mark IV Toyota Supra. That is, I think, arguably the finest car Toyota's ever made. And I'm in a car that you go to get groceries with. He's not quick, is he? Now, to be fair, compared to this, everything's heavy, but, like, that Supra's really heavy. But it does make 300-odd horsepower. And I think this makes 90. It's not much. It doesn't make a lot of horsepower, let's say that. I could say that with a straight face. I know I'm not lying. That Supra is gone. Yeah, all right, we gapped him. Catch the slide. Haven't caught the slide yet. Still sliding. Still sliding. This car is a handful. Okay, easy does it now. All right. Kind of did that drift a little intentionally to get the row. Get me outside. Oh, I hit the curb. That's okay. That's okay. So the one thing I like about drifting when I'm trying to go fast, right? I was in that windy section, left, then right, then left, then right. I got off kilter where I was, you know, you're supposed to start a corner from the outside of the corner. You know, if you're taking a right-hand corner, you get onto the left side of the road to start. That's the first thing you got to do. If you're on the wrong side of the road when you go through a corner, it's significantly slower. And if you're in a section where you're going left, then right, then left, then right, a lot, it's really hard to fix that. This happens a lot at the racetrack in Japan, ironically, called Suzuka. There's a section in the first sector that's like that, and if you get it wrong, you lose mountains of time. Circuit of the Americas in Texas has the same problem. And in a Formula One car, there's nothing you can do. You slow down and fix your line, or just go slow through the first or whatever sector, and that's just life. In a street car, you can choose to drift it. And what drifting does do, when you are not good at it, like me, is it pushes you to the outside of whatever corner you're kind of in. So if I know my line is screwed up, I can kind of get the wheels spinning, and it kind of slides me to the other side of the road. And if I do it right, it fixes my line. This has been a pretty good run so far, considering I'm jabbering the whole way down. I don't have a lot of excuses now. I'm good and warmed up. Oh, that's an important hairpin to be dipping a tire off the road and sliding through the corner. Go, go, go. I think I recovered that. I was sliding in the middle of the corner, but I caught it at the end, I think. This could be sub 5. If I don't screw it up now. There we go. That wasn't perfect, but it was okay. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Come on. Oh, damn that wall. Okay, we're all right. We're all right. That was slow, but still hope. Still hope. Okay, early on the accelerator. That worked out okay. He actually really wasn't in my way at all, which was awesome. He didn't slow me down, I think, at all. All right, here we go. What do we got? Come on. 5:06. Yeah, I'm still miles off. I know I can do it. It wasn't a perfect run. Let's give him the headlights. Everyone likes that. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up now. That was fun. Yeah, that was fun. So, thank you for watching. If you like it, let me know, and I'll do more of it. And, well, even if you don't like it, I'll probably end up doing more of it anyway. So, well, anyway, have an awesome day. I will catch you guys next time.